Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please take your seats at this time as the program will begin momentarily. Thank you.
Uplifting the airways, one dimple at a time. It's time for the Dimple Report. News, laughs, and dimplified moments with your host, founder and chief dimples officer of National Dimples Day, Graceful Grady. Remember, dimples are more than a trait. They're a reason to celebrate. Oh, yeah.
Dimples Nation, welcome back to the Dimple Report. I'm your host, Graceful Grady, founder and chief dimples officer of National Dimples Day. Dimples Nation, we made it. Today is National Dimples Day, our annual celebration of one of the world's most recognizable facial traits. Whether you got cheek dimples, a cleft chin, Indian dimples, dimples of Venus, dimples of Apollo, dahlia dimples, shoulder dimples, elbow dimples, or simply love a great smile, this is your celebration. Now, for this special day, we put together an episode filled with dimpled headlines, fascinating stories, sensational spotlights, a little poetry, entertainment, and, of course, our fantasy dimpled draft team. So, wherever you're listening, put on your biggest smile, celebrate with us, and let's get this National Dimples Day started. First up, it's time for Dimples in the Headlines, your quick roundup of the latest stories featuring people, places, and the moments keeping the world just a little bit more dimplified. Leading off our headlines, congratulations go out to Ryan O'Hearn, who proudly represents Team Cheek Dimples. O'Hearn put on an unforgettable show, blasting 3 home runs and becoming the first Pittsburgh Pirate in franchise history to drop in 10 RBIs in a single game. What a historic performance by one of Dimples Nation's own. Congratulations, Ryan O'Hearn. Now, from the baseball diamond to the basketball court, our next congratulations go to Netka Ogumake, proudly representing Team Cheek Dimples. Yeah, I saw that dimple right there on the right-hand side. Can't hide it from me. I'm a certified dimpleologist. I have a PhD in dimpleology. I went to the best dimple college in the world, and that's Dimple University out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Ogumake has been selected to her 11th WNBA All-Star game, adding another incredible achievement to her outstanding career. Her leadership, consistency, and excellence continue to make her one of the league's most respected stars. Congrats again from the Dimples Nation. And finally, we head to the world of international soccer, where Spain's teenage sensation, Lamine Yamal, proudly representing Team Cleft Chin, continues to shine on the biggest stage. The 18-year-old scored Spain's first goal of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, adding yet another memorable moment to his already remarkable young career. Now, later, Yamal was asked which players impressed him most at this year's World Cup. His answer, Messi, Sabari, and Vinny Jr. of Brazil. Hey, speaking of Brazil, I've been there. I had clients who lived in Rio de Janeiro, but when I visited, I stayed in Ipanema. Why Ipanema? Was it to find that girl from Ipanema? Come on, you know how she looks.
Huh?
Maybe this will help.
And then young and lovely, a girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, she smiles, but she doesn't see.
Yeah, nothing like a great bossa nova song. We will be right back.
Oh, darling, when you smile at me, there's a magic in the air. Those little dimples on your cheek, I could follow anywhere. And that sweet cleft chin, baby, how it steals the midnight light. Dimple me, darling, dimple me true. Every little chord just pulls me to you. On July 9th, we celebrate National Dimples Day, so don't be late before the night's through. Visit the dimplestore.com, where the dimples shine on. Dimple me, darling, dimple me, darling, dimple me, darling.
Welcome back, Dimples Nation. It's time for another Dimple Spotlight, where we celebrate people with dimples who have made the world a little more interesting. Let's do a quick taste test. Excuse me, miss, I'm going to open this brand new bottle of ranch dressing. If you would, put a little on your slice of pizza and tell me, what do you think?
Mmm, delicious.
Well, there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, this week's Dimple Spotlight shines on Steve Henson, the African-American creator of Hidden Valley Ranch and a proud owner of a cheek dimple. Now, full disclosure, my award-winning research team, me, myself, and I, had to break out the official dimplifying glass just to confirm that it is a dimple. And after careful investigation, it's official. Now, here's what many people don't know. Steve Henson wasn't a celebrity chef. He wasn't a television personality. He was a plumber. Back in the early 1950s, Steve worked as a plumbing contractor in the rugged wilderness of Alaska. Besides fixing pipes, he also cooked meals for his hungry construction team. Wanting to make their salads taste just a little bit better, he mixed buttermilk, herbs, garlic, onion, and spices into a homemade dressing. The crew loved it. Later, Steve and his wife, Gail, moved to California, and they opened a guest ranch near Santa Barbara called Hidden Valley Ranch. Guests, well, they loved the horseback riding. They loved the scenery. But what they really couldn't stop talking about was that ranch dressing. Soon, people wanted to take it home. So Steve began selling bottles, then seasoning packets through the mail. Before long, Hidden Valley Ranch became one of America's favorite dressings. Then came the business deal that changed everything. In 1972, Steve sold Hidden Valley Ranch to the Clorox Company for $8 billion. Now, don't let that number fool you. In today's dollars, that's roughly $60 million. Not bad for a recipe that started by feeding hungry plumbers. I would say Steve really knew how to put a little dressing on a business deal. Today, ranch dressing is everywhere. Salads, chicken wings, pizza, French fries, vegetables, even popcorn. And here's what made me smile. With the FIFA World Cup taking place here in North America, thousands of soccer fans from around the globe are visiting the United States. Many are discovering ranch dressing for the very first time. They came world-class football, and they may leave talking about Hidden Valley Ranch. Now, I don't want to leave the guys out. Excuse me, sir, what do you think of Hidden Valley Ranch?
Yum, 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 yum.
See, that's a global flavor. Today, we celebrate Steve Henson, the plumber, the entrepreneur, the creator of Hidden Valley Ranch, a man whose simple recipe became part of American culture. And that's this week's Dimple Spotlight. It's time for a commercial break, but grab a pen and a piece of paper. You know what time it is. It's trivia time.
Hi, cute dimples.
Is that your best pickup line?
No pickup line, just complimenting your dimples. Did you know July 9th is National Dimples Day?
Really?
Yeah, they have a fun site and merchandise. Check it out, nationaldimplesday.com.
NationalDimplesDay.com? Got it.
May I buy you a cup of coffee? I feel something brewing between us.
Sure.
Welcome back, Dimples Nation. It's trivia time. Question number 1. Before creating Hidden Valley Ranch, what was Steve Henson's profession? A carpenter. B, a plumber. C, firefighter. Or D, mechanic.
The correct answer is
The answer, B, plumber. Question number 2. Where did Steve Henson first develop the recipe that became Hidden Valley Ranch? A, Texas. B, California. C, Alaska. Or D, Colorado.
the correct answer is
The answer, C, Alaska. Question number 3, the final question. Steve Henson sold Hidden Valley Ranch to which company? A, Coca-Cola. B, Pepsi. C, Campbell's. Or D, the Clorox Company.
the correct answer is
The answer, D, the Clorox Company. So, Dimples Nation, if you got them all correct, give yourself a hand. All right, Dimples Nation, I really hope those trivia questions left you hungry for more. Now it's time to turn up the volume and celebrate the man who put ranch on the map. As you know, I like to dedicate a song to each Dimple Spotlight. Last week, it was for Betty White. My requests were violins, a harp, some heavy metal, and house music. This week, I'm putting in a request to slow it down just a little bit with a little jazz, smooth vocals, some horns, of course, reggae, and for our soccer fans, a sprinkle, just a sprinkle of Ole Ole. Take it away.
Dimpo Suave and the Dimplets, bringing you another Dimple spotlight on the Dimple Report.
He was fixing pipes up in Alaska, cooking for the crew. Mixed a little magic in the bowl and something great came through. Hidden Valley started small, then everybody knew. One homemade recipe became a worldwide hue. From a ranch in California to tables everywhere, smiles, good food, and dimples filling up the air. Ranch around the world, everybody sing. Your fries and chicken wings. World Cup fans from every land, dancing with the bottle in their hand. Ole, ole, hip hooray, save the day. Graceful Grady's leading on, founder of National Dimples Day. The Dimple Report keeps the smiles alive, celebrating joy worldwide. 60 million in today's money, what a ride. From a simple recipe to worldwide pride. Every smile, every dimple, every friend we meet makes this celebration sweet. Reach around the world, hands. Dimples bring joy, is what our dimples bring. National Dimples Day, shout hooray. Dimples are more than a trick, they're a reason to celebrate.
Dimpo Suave.
I like that. We will be right back.
Hey everyone, Ahmed Al-Qadri here in Los Angeles, California. I got cheek dimples and lower back dimples, and I wish all of you a happy National Dimples Day. You're listening to The Dimple Report.
Cheek dimples, sweet and fine, chin so bold, that perfect line. Dimples, ooh, they shine, every curve, every smile divine. Confidence, that's our core, style and love, we give you more. Flaunt your dimples, they're adored, show your charm at the dimple store. Every dimple deserves to shine. The dimple.
Welcome back, Dimples Nation. We just celebrated a man whose recipe changed the way America enjoys a salad and maybe even a slice of pizza. Now, it's time for something a little lighter. It's time for this week's Dimple Drop.
Whoa.
This week's drop belongs to the hilarious Melissa McCarthy. Now, whether she's making us laugh on the big screen, stealing everyone's scene she's in, or reminding us not to take life too seriously, Melissa has become one of Hollywood's most beloved comedians. From Bridesmaids to The Heat, Identity Thief, and Spy, Melissa has proven that great comedy comes from perfect timing and maybe, just maybe, a little dimple magic. Her signature cheek dimples become part of her unforgettable smile, lighting up red carpets and movie screens around the world. Along the way, she's earned multiple Academy Award nominations, won an Emmy Award, and built one of the most successful comedy careers of her generation. But here's what I admire most. Melissa reminds us that confidence kindness, and authenticity never go out of style. She built an incredible career simply by being herself and making millions of people smile along the way. So today, the Dimple Report proudly recognizes Melissa McCarthy as this week's Dimple Drop. We will be right back.
Show 'em proud. One Dimples, say it loud. Love Dimples, you belong. On the Dimple Report, come sing along. Graceful Grady on the mic. Founder of Dimples Day, that's right. Informative, entertaining too. A podcast made for me and you. Otane, when every Friday, one more. The Dimple Report, with smiles in the show. The Dimple Report, with smiles in the show.
Thanks again to Melissa McCarthy for reminding us that a good laugh can brighten any day. And speaking of putting a smile on your face, it's time for everyone's favorite halftime break. Grab a seat, snap your fingers if you like, because it's time for Dimple Versus.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Now it's Dimple versus Let the Good Vibes Flow. With graceful Grady on the mic, so steady. From the Dimple Report, and the poetry's Dimple Ready.
Dimples Nation, let me grab my shades. A plumber mixed a dressing. Who would have guessed? Now Ranch is winning every taste test. Just like Dimples, simple things can shine, turning ordinary moments into something divine.
Oh, yeah.
We will be right back with Film and TV Dimplified.
I love everyone except a very specific group of people. They make my skin itch, irritate my soul. It does all boil down to the fact that I'm hating, but it doesn't matter because I can't stand them. And that group of people, those are people with dimples. First reason is when you're talking to a person, just having a regular conversation with a person with dimples, they don't look you head on. They turn just enough for you to get a clear shot of the dimple. There's no winning an argument with a person who has a dimple. No matter what I say back, no matter even if I'm in tears, I'm always going to be the bad guy because they look like cherub angels next to me.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sanai Lewis. I attend Spelman College. I'm a rising junior, and I also have cheek dimples. Just wanted to wish everyone a happy National Dimples Day, and you're listening to the Dimple Report.
Welcome back, Dimples Nation, to Film and TV Dimplified. This week's featured pick is the final season of The Bear. Haven't watched it yet. The Bear, well, it serves up one of television's most intense, emotionally and critically acclaimed stories. Leading the kitchen is Jeremy Allen White, sporting a distinctive cleft chin. A talented chef chasing perfection while trying to keep both his restaurant and his life from boiling over. You know, I have to say, after today's Dimple Spotlight on Steve Henson, this pick couldn't be more fitting. Steve Henson showed us how a simple homemade recipe could become a worldwide favorite. And the bear, well, it reminds us that behind every unforgettable meal is someone pouring their heart into every single dish. As my poem said, a plumber mixed a dressing. Who would have guessed? Now ranch is winning every taste test. Just like Dimples, simple things can shine, turning ordinary moments into something divine. That's exactly what the bear is all about. Simple ingredients, ordinary people, extraordinary passion. So, if you're looking for a series that's filled with incredible acting, unforgettable characters, and enough kitchen drama to raise your blood pressure, be sure to check out the final season of The Bear. And by the way, keep an eye on that cleft chin, proudly represented by Jeremy Allen White. Now, let's move from the kitchen to everyone's favorite segment, my fantasy dimpled draftee. We will be right back.
Looking to stand out with style while showcasing your love for poker? Introducing PokerT-shirts.com for poker tees, accessories, and hoodie goodies. Discover a treasure trove of exclusive designs that scream individuality and passion for the game at PokerT-shirts.com. From clever slogans to striking graphics, we've got everything you need to make a statement on and off the felt. Don't follow the trend. Start the trend. Join the ranks of style-savvy poker players at PokerT-shirts.com today.
Well, Dimples Nation, from a plumber who created a legendary dressing to a chef chasing perfection in The Bear, we've been surrounded by great recipes all episode long. But now it's time for everyone's favorite pick of the week. No restaurant reservations, no movie tickets, just one athlete who's earned a spot on my roster. It's time for my fantasy dimpled draftee. Dimples Nation, this week's selection steps into the batter's box with plenty of power and dimples under the facial hair, representing the Dimples Nation. My fantasy dimple draftee this week is, and by the way, no, I'm not picking him because his team plays near Dimple University in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's because he's a great player, and of course, he has dimples. That player, drum roll, please, is Kyle Schwarber of the Philadelphia Phillies. Whether he's launching towering home runs, drawing clutch walks, or energizing his team, Kyle Schwarber proves that sometimes the biggest impact comes from one powerful swing. Congratulations, Kyle. Welcome to this week's Fantasy Dimpled Draftee, and welcome to the Dimples Nation. Now, before we take a break, I got one special announcement. Today is National Dimples Day. If you've been looking for a way to become part of dimple history, this is your opportunity. We are inviting a limited number of supporters to join the Founders Class of National Dimples Day. If you believe in celebrating smiles, confidence, and everything that makes Dimples Nation so special, we'd love to welcome you into the Founders Class. So, visit nationaldimplesday.com to learn a little bit more and reserve your place in dimple history. We will be right back.
Ever wonder why you see PokerT-shirts.com at the World Series of Poker? Simple. They make you look like a real boss at the poker table. Wear it, play in it, win it. PokerT-shirts.com. For men, for women, for winners. It's your move. Go all in at PokerT-shirts.com.
All right, Dimples Nation, that's it for today's special National Dimples Day episode of the Dimple Report. Thank you for supporting the movement. If you enjoyed today's show, please subscribe on your favorite podcast platform, leave us a review, and share this episode with someone who loves dimples. And don't forget, visit thedimplestore.com, the official store of National Dimples Day. Use the promo code DIMPLES and receive 15% off on your purchase or purchases. Until next time, remember, dimples are more than a trait. They are a reason to celebrate. Rico, take us out.
Thanks for listening to the Dimple Report. Be sure to follow the show. Visit us at nationaldimplesday.com and let someone know that dimples are more than a trait. They're a reason to celebrate. Until next time, Dimples Nation, be proud of those dimples.